I just want to thank everybody for showing up today. Happy Earth Day. It was a great crowd here. I just want to give a little background to why we're here and what we're doing, what this is for. But before I do that, I just want to call out a few people. Just Dr. Grossman is here. Mark Penny, thank you for showing up. Kevin Luco's going to be here to thank him for all his direction. We started like 9 years ago. It was, we were really trying to do something for Earth Day. And typical Bobby fashion, it was his idea to always step it up a little bit and think about planting a tree for Earth Day. We had one or two Well, we decided to do a little bit more and really celebrate Earth Day by planting a tree. And I think it always comes back to like the leadership of how this all begins. With Mark giving his blessing, I went to Mark with this idea, I went to Kevin with this idea, and they, thanks to them, they didn't even have a question of what we were doing or anything like that. They just said go for it, and I really appreciate that. And in those lines, Bob Skinner is here as well. He was the old CAO here who's since retired. And he played, and on his terms,
former.
He always backed us as well too, for these harebrained ideas that maybe we came up with, and he never questioned anything that we did either. So, Bob, thank you, because really, like I said, it started 9 years ago. We've been planting trees on Earth Day, and every year was never a question of funds or anything like that. I think we all saw the big picture of like, just get it done. And that's how we came to this point right now, is we were all thinking, and Dan and Henry, Heather, Glenn, Ryan, we were all kind of sitting around, thinking about Earth Day of how we could, what we would plant, where we would plant it, how we would do it. And Terrence Schrager helped out as well. And somebody came up with the idea of why don't we plant a tree for Bobby, and celebrate Earth Day this way. I think it was Heather's idea, because she comes up with everything. Without Heather, this place would be down to the grounds right now. So thank you, Heather, for doing everything you do. Now she's gonna kill me. But no, so we came up with this idea, and it kind of ballooned into what we are doing right now. So my first thing, and I'm sorry to keep rambling, but whenever we have a project like this now, we often seek the guidance of the people in town, and somebody we always kind of try to get in touch with first is Karen Berger. Karen, thank you for everything. We really appreciate everything you do for the town. I know Bobby helped in his way that he could. He never said no. And Bobby and I both came from a background of landscaping, and I think we've learned more from Karen and your team of what to do, how to do it, native plantings. Then I think about all the stuff I did in the past and thinking, wow, that's completely wrong. You know what? So we're constantly evolving, right, and learning new things, and so this is where we came. So I talked to Karen, and she was all for it. We had to pick out a tree, and Holly, thank you as well. And we just don't want to do like a tree here. This is a native tree, the serviceberry. It's good for Mother Nature, and then really insects and all that, native species. So we want to do something in this whole entire bed here to kind of have a, I don't know, it's a spot in town where people can come and maybe they don't know about native plants and stuff like that. So we might wanted this as a native garden here for Bobby, and for people to come here and look at what you can do with native plants and stuff like that, and kind of change the way we're thinking right now. And Bob was a huge part of it. And this is probably the least we could do right here for what he gave to the town, what he gave to all of us. It was really special working with him for all these years. It meant a lot to everybody. There's not a day that goes by I'm not clicking on the computer looking for some sort of document that he may have already had. And I just change the numbers. And like I said, I still screw it up. So, but thank you. I mean, this is great. And Linda and her family, Tom, his brother, they donated a bench to the town with a plaque on it. And if you guys at some point make your way around, we kind of did a plaque on that rock there. I don't know, it kind of signifies, I don't know if this is, Tom, Bob was a big guy, right?
Yes.
And so we kind of stepped it up to, I think that's Bobby, and Linda, maybe that's you, and Nick, so it's kind of like, all three of you guys are here, and this was his office, and he put so much time into, building this garage and looking out for us. Like I said, the least we could do, so we really appreciate it. One more thing I just have to say before we go any further. First of all, I just want to thank the DPW staff for dealing with me, first of all, and then taking it upon themselves to do everything, cleaning this up. Without these guys, none of this work can get done. So, again, thank you so much. Linda, I don't know if you want to say anything. I don't want to put you on the spot.
That's okay.